Hello, beautiful people. So, we've officially launched. We're starting the business, we're building the brand. Everyone knows we're at an all time high. And now we're here. So, now what? What's next? As I sit in my living room, or the living room at the house on Blake, which right now truly works as my office. I come here to think, to strategize, to think tank on just how we push this thing forward and really get this thing off the ground. But, it's not lost upon me that I know I'm sitting in and on physically the showroom floor of the house on Blake of Haven. I know that this room will become the heartbeat of the space, and a lot of cool things will happen right here. But after you share vision, what happens? You build it. But then, like, how do you build it? What do you do next? Well, the first rule of any new build is you got to clear space. You need a blank canvas, a clean workspace to really think and conceptualize and world build. How can you build the world when you're surrounded by items of someone else's? And so, my goal and my priorities this week have been to clear out the house on Blake. I have recognized that in doing that this was someone's home, like legit someone's home where memories were made and artifacts were saved, and that this was someone's true prized possession. So it is not lost upon me that I am afforded a great luxury and a great opportunity to not only honor someone else's goals, but mine as well. But not to get too deep, I just wanted to quickly come and show you guys just one, how I've been utilizing the space as it is right now, and showing you how, even while it may not look like what you would like as the end, that having vision and sitting in where you think your vision will come into play is extremely important. But then also show you some of the cool stuff that I have just been able to pull out and that I think I might be able to utilize within Haven. So all day long. So as I was going through and cleaning out some of her closets, I noticed some really cool things that she had. Um, First was she had this. She had the greatest Motown hits of Marvin Gaye. What a time it was to have CDs. She also had Gladys Knight and the Pips' greatest hits. I don't even own a CD player anymore. I don't even know if I would be able to utilize that. But then she also had all of these old photos, and it reminded me like how we used to really print out our photos and frame them or put them in a book, and that was how you gauged how important you were by the level of effort someone took to preserve your photo. She also found this Fuji camera, and it has about 12 left. I think I'm going to take the rest and yeah, I think I'm going to take the rest and get them. Some other cool things that I found are some of the glassware that she had in her possession. And like, how cool is all of that? Like, this glass basket, like, so cool. Also, this gold thing, while, I just think that this is a piece that would go perfect in Haven, and I fully plan on utilizing it. She also had these really nice, really cool candle holders, and I thought those were amazing and would definitely fit right into the ethos of Haven. So I think I'm actually going to keep a lot of this stuff. Oh, I really thought not this piece, but this piece was really, really cute, because then if you flip it over, it's like gold. And so I feel like you can do something like this, or you can do it like this. And I just thought that was so cute. And she's like What great taste. Now I kind of want you bring over to I want to bring you over to my first workstation, my first work area. At the inception of this, I recognized it was super important to make sure that I was, constantly within this space and using it as a workstation to manifest the very ideas that are currently taking place. And so, but in all of those things, I think that post-its really keep me grounded and really allow me to have constant reminders around me and affirmations to just keep pushing forward and keep the needle going. And so one of my favorites is don't overthink it. Right? Like, especially at this phase, especially when you're starting something new, you're building something, like overthinking just causes more doubt than anything. And within more doubt, you have just like a fear of action. And this is the time in the race and to really have intentional action and speed. And so overthinking kills the dream. So don't overthink it. And then always just focus on the things that you could control, which is focus on what you can control. Some shit is just out of your control. And so you need to focus on what's yours. And then another thing about Haven too is, and what I've learned here is that we want functional systems. We want to develop and implement systems that allow for our creativity to thrive. And even in that, it's just that creativity isn't just for any one specific type of person. We all have creative juices and creative ideas that flow within us. And here at Haven, it's our job to create an atmosphere in which they can thrive. And so, in that, that's developing systems for you to be able to articulate your thoughts, to be able for you to articulate the visions, the loops, the dreams, the colors, the patterns, the whatever that you have in your head, be able to find the words to articulate that so it translates into a physical thing, whether it be a logo, a physical product, or whatever. Your ideas are only as good as you're able to articulate them. Then it's like, well, how do you do that? So for me, that was always my question. And this is kind of a 5-step process that I developed for myself that I think could be easily utilized by anyone who's looking to, explore their creative visions. But I think the first one is the most important and I think has been the most helpful is describing the feeling before the form. Sometimes naming the feeling unlocks the language. And I think just starting there allows everything else to flow. So in closing, this is where we are. This is the next step, and no fancy reveals, just the next step in the process. Because before you build, you have to make room. Peace.